everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hey, my name is Kat. I do a lot of makeup things and sometimes fitnessy things on here. Today is yet another unboxing and I am super duper excited for this one. I know we just did the Kaleidos one like a video or two ago, and now we have the Hank and Henry one that we're gonna do. It is in this box, and the only thing that I did was I cut the tape on there, so I have not looked at this at all yet, and so we're gonna get into that. I don't know what's going on with my hair right now. I didn't feel like doing anything with it, so it's out of its bun and it looks ridiculous, but I'm tired from work, and so I really just didn't feel like doing much of anything with it. But let's go ahead and jump right into the Hank and Henry stuff, and I really like the little owl that they have on here. I think it's super cute. All right, we're gonna open this puppy up, and oh my gosh, right off the bat, a little teensy tiny little sponge. Look at this little guy. Aw, that is super cute. Oh, all right, here's a sneak peek of what we've got in here. So let's just jump right on the first thing that we have here. Living in Color palette. So already an eyeshadow palette. Now, the main reason why I got the large size of this particular mystery box was because I knew that I would be getting 2 of the eyeshadow palettes in there. This one, however, I was not anticipating getting, and so I am super duper excited about that. I don't know if you can tell based on the pink, but I like color, and I like bright color the most. So this should be pretty cool. All right, so it's a fairly thick container, and this is the design on the front. Super duper fancy, and got a nice little mirror up top. And these are the shadows. So it looks like primarily, does have a couple neutrals in there. I like that you can just fold this back. That's real nice. So these 3 appear to be just regular like transition shades. And then you've got 5 different metallics and then 1 matte blue. We are going to swatch all of this at the end, but for now let's continue with the unboxing. The next thing is a cream blush stick. Oh, I love the package. Look at this. This is such cool packaging. It's got like, I don't even know how you would just like sort of half see-through on the top, and this is the shade that is a super duper pink. It literally matches my top. That's fantastic. Okay, we're gonna have some fun with that. Okay, the next thing that we have is a longwear liquid eyeliner in the shade Blickety Blue. That's fun. So this is the stick. This is the blue. I'm excited for that. Ooh, we have so many things in here. Okay. So with the large mystery box, you do get, in addition to the 2 palettes that I was wanting, you get 6 other full-size products, which is pretty cool because there were a ton of things that they had on the website that I was like, I wouldn't mind trying this, but I wasn't quite sure if I really wanted to try it. And since the mystery boxes are definitely a better deal price-wise, I thought the large one would be great. So the next thing that we have here, oh, it's a neon loose pigment. So it comes in this box. I'm excited for the shade. This is what the top looks like, and it is very purpley. And to open it, it opens, the tiniest of puffs. That just comes right on the top. And yeah, so it's got some holes inside of here that when you take off the seal that is on there, then you just bloop, bloop. Super cute. I really like the packaging for this stuff. I don't know, his name is a little bit inappropriate. People Eater. Okay. It's slightly aggressive. The next thing that we have, this is a matte liquid lipstick. Their packaging is really nice. So this is what this looks like. And is this another, oh, that is so cool. Okay, I thought it was like, so I could have, I was like, I know I read that it said that it was a liquid lipstick, and I was like, but this looks like a regular lipstick. Au contraire, my friends, it's a twist off top and it's just see-through so you can see the pigment in the bottom, but that's not actually, it is a normal doe foot So sorry. Turning into Smoky Glow here. That's a super cute idea. I really like that. Next thing in the box, before we get to the last two palettes, which were the primary reason why I got this, we have a Lustre Du highlighter. I'm never good at pronouncing words where they like end in E, but it's a highlighter in the box. Looks like, is this a loose highlighter in here? Yes. Okay, so this is the container for it. Has the little owl on it, and it's definitely more of a bronzy shade. And then when you open it, it has a seal on there, just like the loose pigment did, and so I'm guessing it does seem to be loose powder inside of there, so I'm not going to open that up just yet because I don't really want to make a huge mess. And this is in the shade Honey Bunny. That's cute. Now onto the last two palettes. I'm super excited for these. Okay, the first one is the Teddy palette, which is the more neutral of the two shades, and it comes in this sleeve. Got the teddy bear on there. When we open it up, has another mirror on there again. So I'm just gonna fold that back. And these are the neutral shades. Very pretty. All right, so it looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 matte shades are just kind of like the plus sign on there. And then the X across the center is the metallic shades. That would be a really nice travel palette. And they are magnetic. Bloop. And the last of the palettes is the Poison palette. This is the one that has all the super duper bright colors in it. Also comes in a sleeve. This is the packaging. Already just a venomous green shade on there. Love it. Okay, and when we open it up, oh, it's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna fold the mirror back, and there are your shades. Yes. So you have the whitest of the white shades on there. I actually don't think I have any palettes that just have a pure white shade, so that would be super duper fun for like the inner corner or like highlighting the brow bone, just to see how that looks. And then you have the other 3 matte shades are the green, yellow, and this maroon type shade. And then we have 5 metallics that are the X again. So, oh, I am so excited to try these out. So we are going to go ahead and get into swatching all of these, and I will explain any shade names. They do all have shade names. Awesome. I didn't even look to see if there were shade names. I think so in the Anthrax. The white shade is named Anthrax. That's kind of funny. But we are going to get into the swatching now, so you guys can see how those look, and then I will create a face of makeup with these products. So go ahead and stick around for all of that if you want to see what it looks like and how well it applies. The first set of swatches that we have is going to be from the Living in Color palette, and we're going to do the mattes first. So the first is going to be the blue shade, which is Boy's Toy, then Rosalinda, then Drag Gun Blood, which is kind of cute, and lastly, Prestige. Now we've got the metallic-y glitter shades, and starting it off is Sultry Sin, then Faux Chat, then Petticock, lol, then La Canela, and then lastly, Mariana Trench. Next up is going to be the Poison palette, and again we'll start with the mattes first. So from the left we have Foxglove, then Strychnine, or Strychnine, you know, whichever, then Hose Sun Ivy, or Poise Sun Ivy, I don't know. It's whatever. And then lastly, Anthrax. Up next we have the shimmer shades, and again starting from the left we have number 9, Toxic, Nightshade, Cyanide, and Polonium. And onto the third and final palette, which is the Teddy palette. We'll start again with the mattes. First up is Huggers, then Bare Necessities, then Corazon, and finally Teddy. And finally for the shimmers, we start with Barely There, then Fuzzies, then Shiny, then Ribbons and Bows, and lastly, Butterscotch. All right, and we are back now that the swatches are done, and I threw on a face. Let's move on to actually testing this stuff out. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of the transition shades from the Teddy palette to start things off, and then I think There's a couple different directions I could go on this. Even though there are a lot of really crazy colors that I could test out on here, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go with the crazy colors. I'm not gonna use the Living in Color palette for today. I'm just going to stick with the Teddy palette and the Poison palette. But we're going to, shocker, go with a green and gold look. Don't think anyone's really surprised about that one either, since that's literally like the look I go with 99% of the time. I think that's what we will end up doing. It is pretty pigmented already, so that bodes well. And there goes my left eye with just, I don't know what is wrong with my left eye, that it just hates eyeshadow, any color that attempts to get placed on there. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna spend an extra 5 hours making you blend this out because we're gonna be patchy AF. Anytime that I'm giving a review on eyeshadow palettes and how good they are, I will typically judge based on my right eye, just because my left eye is trash. So that was the Bare Necessities shade, and then I'm going to blend onto the lid and to the outside corner the shade Teddy. It's interesting, I was expecting Teddy to be a darker brown shade, and I would say it's a little bit darker, but it's got a somewhat of a reddish maroon undertone. Also no fallout so far, which is great. Just the usual messiness that comes with me and how I do my eyeshadow. Next, I decided to jump into Poison Ivy because I have no idea how to blend appropriate shades together so it looks nice. So instead of being able to see a really nice bright green, we're just seeing gray over red. So for the middle of the eye, I am putting Toxic, which is that shimmery green shade. I'm just blending that into the other green shade that I mixed with the browns in the outside corner. And considering that I'm using a dry brush, it's not doing too terribly. We're going to move into Strychnine. Pretty sure that's how you say that, but that's the yellow shade. Spoiler alert, it ends up not showing up literally at all. Also, there was a little bit of fallout from the Toxic shade, but for right now I'm just blending this yellow shade in with the brown because I'm an idiot and I don't understand how lighter shades blend with darker shades. Should have left the front of my eye without any shadow on it so that the yellow would really show up. To go on top of the yellow, I think we'll go with the Butterscotch one. I do always find it amusing when people get really upset about there being fallout with their eyeshadow palettes, and I'm just like, I have yet to find an eyeshadow palette that doesn't have fallout. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter. It just means that in the future, I will not put my makeup on before I do my eyes. I feel like once the glitter happens, it just kind of happens. There's not really a whole lot that can be done about it. But in the inner corner, I'm going to use the Barely There shade, just to give a little bit of a highlight. Yeah, I think that's a really nice shade. That would go with a lot of things. I think I'm gonna go into the Foxglove shade. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get that. Okay, the mascara is on. I just used my Essence mascara. It was the I Need a Miracle volumizing mascara, and I haven't used this in a hot minute because I've been using some other mascaras and instantly reminded why I love it. All right, we are going to use the, what are they calling this again? The cream. This is the exact moment where I realized that I fucked up. Jeez. Wow. this is where you find out that you're just a complete idiot. So this is actually not a lip product. It's a blush stick. So that's very interesting, and I actually like it a lot more now because I was like, this is a very thick stick and I already have a hard enough time applying lipstick correctly. And so I was like, I loved the color, but I was a little bit bummed because I'm like, I'm gonna just screw this up real bad. So the fact that this is a blush stick is like super exciting. I don't have a lot of cream products just because I have a tendency to mess it up, but this will be really fun for me to test out. So kind of wish now that I had read it before applying blush. You know, no, I already put powder on, and we know you don't put cream on top of powder. So let me go ahead and grab the liquid lipstick. So we will use the liquid lipstick. And again, this is the shade Party Girl, and it is a matte shade. So I might try and add a little bit of a gloss afterward just to see how it looks with and without gloss. And this is a very hot pink shade. I'm excited. It does also have a sweet scent to it. I wouldn't say it's as strong as like some of the vanilla and like food smelling things, but definitely a sweet smell to it. Is my face uneven? Okay, well, this is the color. Please don't judge the quality of the product on the fact that I don't know how to put on lipstick correctly. But it is a super duper pretty shade of like fuchsia pink. Nothing on the teeth, passes the smile test. Let me go ahead and throw on a gloss on top so we can see what that looks like as well, since this is pretty matte. I settled on the Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine gloss that is in the shade SPL. I feel like I'm missing something. Is that like a young person reference that I'm just not fucking getting? I actually think those two combined, I mean, I'm getting some super crazy Barbie vibes with this, but I think it looks nice. Definitely matches the pink vibe of my top, so I appreciate that. And yeah, so I'll make note to give the cream blush a try here in the near future to see how that goes. I mean, overall, I think that the eyeshadow did a really nice job. I think that the mattes, the more bold shades could be a bit more pigmented, but I think that the neutral browns obviously performed really well. I think that the green metallic shade performed really well. I think that if I had tried using just the green matte shade, I think that that also would have done pretty well, considering that it blended really nicely with the brown that I had. So I think that did great, and I think that the gold metallics were really nice. So I think that the yellow one, I just need to work a little bit more on using that. I did not use the highlighter or just the single loose pigment shade, and the reason for that is because I am moving very soon, and so I don't want to open those and then just have them dry out while I'm moving, because moving across the Atlantic Ocean, my stuff is going to take forever to get home. And I am going to try and take most of my makeup stuff with me in my luggage, if I can. But the things that I cannot, they are going to be on a cargo ship for like a month and a half. So that is why I did not use those. But as soon as I get to Arizona, I can assure you that I will be testing those products out. So, but that is my overall thoughts on the Hank & Henry mystery box, and I am very, very glad that I got the large one, because this was all kinds of fun to try these things out. And so I would highly recommend you guys go check out the website. The shipping didn't take super duper long, and I think that the price of the products for what you're getting was awesome. That is my thought. If you guys want to toss any comments, let me know what you thought. If you appreciated the Barbie lip as much as I do, if you would have preferred to see a different color combo, or have me use the Living in Color palette instead, I would be more than happy to test some of those out on camera for you guys as well. But let me know what your overall thoughts are. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would love that. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Join the group. We have lots of fun on here. I do ridiculous things and occasionally get serious with fitness. I don't know. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this and just go have a good one.